So why do leaders micromanage? Like, why don't they just delegate something to colleagues and then be able to like move forward and develop others? And I think of this as being a challenge from two different perspectives. And so one is it's a technical challenge, and the other is it's an adaptive challenge. And this technical versus adaptive, I learned from Ron Heifetz out of Harvard. Let's first talk about these. So technical challenges are those things that all you need to do is learn some new bit of knowledge, some new skill, and it's going to help you move forward in ways that you had not been able to before. And then there are adaptive challenges, which is the ways that you're making sense of the situation and like stepping back and the way you're making sense of your own position in the world and the environment. Kind of two different things. It's almost like, with your phone, as you gain an app, it's like a new technical thing that you can do, a new skill that you have on the phone. But then all of a sudden the phone, you get like a new operating system, and the phone can do much more. It can make sense and do things with apps that it has not been able to do before. And so we're very much this way too. The technical side, maybe you find it's difficult to delegate. You feel, oh gosh, I'm not a good delegator. And I think that we don't understand what delegation is. And so let me take you through like 3 different steps of delegation. The first step of delegation is just giving someone a task to do. And so I'm working with medical students, and I'll say, hey, go find the result of that blood count. And they bring me back the result of the blood count. If they don't, then I know there's maybe some issue, and like, do they know how to get the blood count? You can think of like you have someone run an errand for you. You give them some specific thing to do. That is level 1 of delegation, just a simple task. And then there's level 2 of delegation. And so level 2 of delegation is you give someone kind of a situation, and you have them make an assessment of that situation and then bring back to you what they would do moving forward. They don't yet do that thing, but they bring back to you what they've seen, kind of what the situation is and how they would interpret it. And so as a physician, as I'm working with residents, I may go see that patient, take a history, do a physical exam, come back to me, tell me what you think they have, and then we'll discuss what the next steps are. And so that's stage 2 of delegation, where you're giving someone more an idea of how to make sense of it and what they might do, but coming to you before they actually move forward. And then the final step is step 3, and that is kind of like CEO level. And that is, so I'm an emergency physician here at Mayo Clinic, and Mayo Clinic allows me to go see patients, make decisions, write orders, take care of patients myself. The care of the patient is fully delegated to me. And so as you're working with colleagues, we're going to have a retreat. I'm going to delegate this task to you. You figure out the retreat, you make it happen. We're going to start this new product. I want you to figure out which product it is, how we're going to put it together, when it's going to launch. You're making them the CEO of the task. What often happens with leaders as they feel like they're not good at delegating is they skip levels. Like they're with someone new and they just jump to like CEO level before figuring out whether the person can do the task or whether the person can make sense of the situation. It's helpful then to know these kind of different stages. And it's also helpful to know there's 2 sides of this. And so you may give a task to someone and they can't complete it at stage 1, then they can't complete it. Why? Is it because of them? Maybe. Is it because of you as a leader? Maybe. Maybe you're using language they're not familiar with. Maybe you're oversimplifying things that they don't know, and actually your awareness of the situation, you need to be clearer as you're describing it to them. Then as you go through that and someone's able to do the stage 1, you're able to do stage 2, and then you jump up to stage 3, you can see how delegation can start to work out. I think another key thing that leaders miss in delegating is following up. And so one thing is you can delegate something to someone, and then, okay, this is due in 3 months, and then 3 months come, and then nothing's happened. A leader can more effectively, a week later, 2 weeks later, whatever the timing is, check in, see how things are working, where there might be concerns. And in that way, the delegation isn't just this kind of one-step thing, it's a sequence of steps. And so just that technical knowledge can help a lot of people. I mean, it can help you learn to delegate better. On the adaptive side though, maybe you don't want to delegate. Maybe there's some fears and worries that you have. There's some things that are holding you back from delegating. Maybe you feel like actually you're going to lose control. Maybe you feel like no one's ever going to be able to do what you can do, or if you delegate to others, that no longer are you like, why am I even here? Like this is how I'm valuable to the organization. And so then with that sort of an individual, for you, if that's sort of the space, you want to think through that. There may be some assumptions there that are incorrect. really, if you delegate this and if you learn the levels of delegation and someone else is able to perform this, how is this going to limit you? In what ways is this going to make you less valuable to the organization? And you can start to experiment and perhaps find that actually your ability to delegate helps you scale, makes you more valuable, gives you more space and time to be more effective and actually to pursue other things that help the organization and help improve your effectiveness. And so the individual who's having difficulty delegating, I think about it from those two different ways. The technical challenges, what they know, the processes they're using, and then the adaptive way that they're making sense of these really complex situations, the assumptions, the fears, the worries that hold them back and help them move forward more effectively.